At this time, I'd like to take a little bit of time and recognize some of the presenters that made this program possible. And without you, the content, with the quality of services that we delivered throughout this district conference is unparalleled. And so I'd like to first invite Stan Petritis to come forward and receive a little special recognition on behalf of our district for all that you've done with the Youth Summit. Please come forward. Did a fantastic job. We had to keep sending our sergeant at arms around to the left wing, if you will, and tell them to keep it down, because we had a four-way speech contest going on the right side. So congratulations.
I'm a little sore, Andy,
yeah.
But it was.
He's a little bit sore and a little bit tired. Here we go.
Here you go. Here you go. One more. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
And of course, it takes a team to get this done. Betty Hernandez, would you please come forward as well as part of the Youth Summit? We'd like to recognize you. Mary Escobedo, I'll also call you up as well. We had several people involved in all of this. William Thompson wasn't able to make it. His daughter's at the prom right now. A lot of our seniors, junior seniors, are junior senior proms, but please come forward. On behalf of our district, we'd like to just share with you a token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Now I'd like to have Bill Reagan please come up as well. And Bill, you know, it just seems like yesterday that we were in this induction and you were giving the invocation in, and what a year it's been, and as long as we've gone, and I know it's through your continual prayer and blessings that get me safeguarded. So on behalf of the district, we want to also extend you a token of our appreciation. Oh, thank you. Bill does a fantastic job. You know, he's also a director for Loaves and Fishes, and not only do they have that presence in our community to serve those that are in need in Harlingen, but lo and behold, as we're going through district grants, we found out that there's a Loaves and Fishes in the area that I'm working currently in Willacy County, and it's just been a blessing to have you here with your leadership to help to extend these services, these desperately needed services throughout our communities and across our counties. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, give me just a moment here. Is Jim Balloon in the house? Jim Balloon. He was also a presenter with our youth exchange. I think he had a lead, but he was definitely involved in telling a little bit more to those interactors and Rotaractors about Ryla. And he does a phenomenal job along with Mary McQueen. So let's give him a round of applause for all the things he's doing. We appreciate it. And Bruce Goldson, please come forward as well. Put on the spot last minute. We said, you know what, can you help us and share a little bit more about Youth Exchange and what a terrific job he's done as well. But see, now Bruce is actually a representative of Rotary International and serves on the board of the Youth Exchange in Rotary International. So that's even a level higher than Scribe. And so when I heard that, I was quite impressed with it. And so fortunate that you were able, that you carry that passion with you and that compassion to make an impact on our students and giving them that cultural experience through a cultural exchange and an education through that experience. So thank you so much. It definitely changed lives.
Thank you for
you. You can see he's humble. He doesn't like to get in the limelight, but thank you so much. Now, last but not least, Lady Chardell, would you come forward as well? Having presented early on first night, telling stories and being able to, you know, present about early act first time ever in the Rio Grande Valley, and we certainly appreciate it because it's a best kept secret, and we're trying to get this expanded throughout the district. I know it's been embraced heavily at Victoria, and I know it's been embraced in Corpus Christi, and then you know, we're trying to get it to gain traction here in South Texas as well. So we look forward to your help and your efforts. And I want to just share very quickly a little bit about your background and where you know, your education and then ultimately how you got here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please.
Okay. Get on the mic.
How about that for being on the spot?
I know, put it on the spot. Like, I don't know if I can do it. My name is Charnel.
Don't believe her. Don't believe her.
Hi, my name is Lady Charnel, and I got the great opportunity to work with Early Act First Night. It is a character education program. Actually, I got started in higher education at the University of North Texas. While I was working with college students, I noticed that some kids would come in with these character traits like compassion, service, tolerance, and perseverance, discipline. All of those different virtues kind of made up their decision making. And so when they got into a new obstacle, they knew how to navigate through it because they had the tools, they had the social emotional tools to navigate through those obstacles. They were excited about meeting new cultures, and it was it was a great time for them. Whereas kids that did not have those character traits, they kind of struggled. And it wasn't because they were bad kids, it wasn't because they weren't intelligent, they just did not have the social emotional tools to navigate those obstacles. And so when I heard of a program that started instilling these traits into our children at a younger age, I really wanted to be a part of it. I saw how it would impact them later on in life. And trust me, it is a lot easier to teach compassion to a group of kindergartners than a group of freshman girls in a community bathroom. They haven't learned it by then. That is not the moment you want to try to teach them, right? And so there is a curriculum that goes with it. There's 12 virtues. Each school will pick 6 to 9 of those virtues. And then every 6 to 9 weeks, they will focus on that virtue, and then they honor them in a big award ceremony. They come out, I get to go in, I get to tell a great story to the kids, and then their parents are called. They don't know who is going to be picked. They're sitting there with anticipation. My favorite story is there is like a first grader on like the second row, and he was like, and then his like best friend was like, you got this, right? You got that, like sitting there like, all right. And I was like, please let it be this kid, because and so all of a sudden, like, and he'd say his name, and he was like, yeah, right? And then his kid, like the kids were like, whatever, you can do it. And then his parents went out, and his father was a police officer, and he was there, and they all got there, and they started crying. He started crying as he came upstairs, and they all gave him huge hugs with balloons, and I mean, it's one of those big moments when you see the moments and you hear some of these accolades that the teachers say about these children, or the struggles that they've overcome, the way that they carry themselves. You really see what the huge impact, not just on the school, not just on the students, but also on the families that it has there. It creates this bond with the parents, creates another way for teachers to go out and like really talk about their students in a way that is not just a disciplinary way, but to really be like, this child has been such a huge impact on our class, has helped show what it means to have that perseverance, to go through those things. This person befriends every single person that comes up there. It doesn't matter if they have bad behavior or not, they're just that outreach person. So it's an amazing program. Hopefully I'll get to come and talk to you guys a little bit more about it. Hopefully you'll have some more representation here in Brownsville. Yes! And the Valley, right? Yes! Awesome. So thank you guys so much. And if you have any more questions, please come and find me. I'll be around the entire night. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So much for having me.
On behalf of our district, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Can you sense that energy? And you should see what she can do with the students that are present from pre-kinder all the way through middle school. And it is definitely a character building with virtues, and the children will recite the four-way test from pre-kinder onward. They internalize the messages. When she walks in, and it was the first time I think in the school here in Victoria, she walked in and within seconds you could hear a pin drop. And she had total control of those students for the whole time that we were in the production and storytelling, and then ultimately with the actual ceremonies of it going. It was fabulous. I'm sold on it. We need to get that down here. So thank you again for all that you do. Appreciate it. Let's see. Good. And then I also want to recognize, let's keep going through, let me see. Okay, you got it. I'm going to transition now. And as you've heard over the course of time, a year, and last year as well, and the emphasis on membership, we've got several clubs that we're going to recognize this evening for the most significant growth since July 1, 2019. And I think it's phenomenal because each one has their own story. And it developed, and it comes, and it really is a testament to how you can become a vibrant club. The first club that I'd like to recognize tonight had a 93.3% growth ratio.
93.3. Let's give it up. So now I'll tell you who it is. Ken Mouthpiece from Port Isabel, would you come forward? It's Port Isabel. And through the willingness to sponsor a satellite club that we recently recognized this afternoon as a full-blown Rotary Club, the newest club in our district, we want to extend to you recognition for supporting membership. I'd like to have Debbie come up here as well. And Luis, where are you? Luis, please come forward.
Wow.
On behalf of the Rotary District 5930, top star performer for Rotary Club in the membership award for this year. So thank you so much.
Fantastic. Here you go, Ron. One more. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Ken.
All right, thank you.
And I will say, he shared with me, it's a bittersweet moment when you build up the club like this and get all that synergy and all that interaction going between Port Isabel and Los Fresnos. And he says it's bittersweet to see that that satellite then branches off and now takes on a life of its own. But you can always start another satellite club. You'll go to Madre, or you can go into other areas now. And it's a testament to any and all of us to think about that. For those areas and communities that are currently not represented by Rotary, where we can reach out and make an impact. It's an opportunity to grow not only our clubs, our membership, but our impact throughout our district. Ken, thank you so much.
In my 50-plus years in Rotary, this has been the most fun that I have had in taking over Port Isabel Rotary Club as president and starting the Los Fresnos Club. You have to realize we started in August with 3 or 4 people as a core. It now has 22 members, and I am proud to say that they are all members of Port Isabel as well, because we haven't dropped them as yet. And Port Isabel has a membership of 59. So, thank you.
We can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough. Let's see here. Actually, give me a moment. I'm using the mobile phone and it decides to time out on us. That's what's causing a little bit of this hiccup. But we will be there. The next club that I'd like to recognize started out as a smaller club, small in numbers, but big heart. They invited me during the Veterans Day to come in and help to serve the veterans in their community. Unbeknownst to me at that night, they were also awarded the Purple Heart City and were granted that recognition by one of their congressmen. I'd like to have Norman Jenkins to come up as a representative and president, multiple times over as president, from the Freer Club. If you'll come forward. There you go. Come on up. Come on up, Norm. He had a 63, almost 64% growth, and you can just feel the energy in his club. Now, Norm may or may not tell you, but he's also the head of the EMS in Freer. You know, and his schedule is controlled by the call-outs, the emergency call-outs. And they actually convened their club meetings at the Freer Fire Department. And I thought, oh, this is appropriate. So I inducted, what was it, about 8 members. 8 members. He saved them up, and we inducted 8 members in one night. And I said, you know what? Freer's on fire. Let's go take a picture of all your members in front of that fire truck inside the barn. And that's what we did. And everybody was there, and they were all high-fiving it. And you know, just like a little kid, one of the Rotarians made his way into the fire truck and hit the siren. And if you've ever heard a siren go off with all those decibels resonating in a barn area, it's horrible. But that broke it up. But at the same time, you keep doing what you're doing. And I'd like to speak very quickly about Freer as well.
Last year we had, this is my second year as governor, as president, we had like 9 to 10 members. We've had a lot of them that were proposed, but they never would commit. And I went to the district assembly in Robstown last year, and they were doing membership, and they gave us this little piece of paper. Freer was second to the bottom. I said, where's the red? We need to give out the red. And we started getting 1 member in. They started bringing other members in, and we have 4 right now that's been approved, that were proposed and approved. We got maybe 2 more that maybe that were proposed last Thursday, so we should have a bunch more coming in. So, let's give a round of applause.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing it right. Let's get a big photo. Can we get a big photo here as well? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I will make the commitment that when you're ready to induct those members, I will make a trip back to Freer. Thank you so much, Norm. Thank you so much. The next club that I want to visit, here we go again. All right, let's see. Let's start this. Here we go.
Mr. Technology.
Wow. I'm going to have to take pictures and leave it that way or something. Okay. Next club. It's out west. It's in Laredo. It's Laredo under 7 flags with an 80% growth rate. 80%. They started out with 5 when I went to visit their club, and they increased 80%. I would like to have any and all that are represented by Laredo under 7 flags. Is there anyone here? I know Lupita, you're my assistant governor for that area. Please come forward and accept this on their behalf. It's so appropriate. They've done a phenomenal job and heavily engaged in their community. They're doing something every week. And I just want to say thank you so much for, leading the charge, Lupita, and helping us with this. And of course, it takes a team. It's Juan Lira, it's Juanita Lira, all of them working together. You want to say a couple words?
Well, on behalf of Laredo, I've got to say I'm very blessed because I have a really great team. We have 5 clubs, and I'm happy to recognize under 7 flags. They work very hard. They're a small group, but they work very hard to keep going and continue the service of self. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you so much. The reason we picked these particular award recognitions is because it looks like that flame, right? It looks like igniting the flame and growing the membership. So thank you all so much. Now, the last of our clubs that's showing a tremendous growth is our Rotary Club of San Benito. So Roland, would you come up? And if Michael's here, why don't you come up as well? And I don't know if Lionel is here, but you might as well bring your team. Bring the team on up. Let's give them a round of applause. They're growing, they're reaching out, they're doing things, and this upcoming year they're going to be celebrating their 100th anniversary. So we want to keep this going, and the Rotary stories will continue to be written. Roland, thank you so much.
Thank you, Governor Andy. I'm very, very honored that we have this opportunity this evening to be here in this group and to participate in this. We have had some rough times, and it's been leadership by committee. I'm very pleased that Lionel is here, that Mike is here, and as Andy indicated, October of this year, we will celebrate 100 years of service to this area. 100 years, and we're thankful to the Rotary Club of Brownsville for having been our sponsor way back in 1919. So we invite each and every one of you to please be with us as we celebrate this upcoming ceremony and this milestone, looking for our next 100 years and continuing to grow our club as much and as large as we possibly can to provide service above self to everyone, not only in this area, but in this country and the world.
Michael, stay here.
Photo up.
Photo time. Here we go.
I am.
Here you go. One more. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you, Denise. See you later. Again, it's a team effort, and we appreciate everything in all that you do. At this time, we're going to switch gears a little bit, moving from membership. You know, my wife and I talked a little bit about what should tonight look like and how do we frame it. Well, maybe a night to remember. Maybe it's a star-studded night. Maybe it's star performers. Everybody here, and those that couldn't share the time with us this weekend, I consider star performers. But you know, with the stars, you look up and we said together, we will reach new heights. If you remember, as we went through the district assembly, we're going to reach new heights. So I figured how appropriate to have stars available, reach new heights. We want to recognize several people here this evening, and we're going to do this a little bit different. I'd like to have Dee Dee come forward. Dee Dee, are you here? I saw you earlier. Dee Dee Arsemendi? Please come forward. Oh, she's outside. Dee Dee, this way. Come on up. And Lady Charnel, if you'd like to come help as well, we're going to mention a few names of people, Rotarians, that have literally, what I felt, gone beyond the call. Is that even possible? Because as Rotarians, we're always adhering, sometimes not even waiting to be asked. We're volunteering to do the things that we do and do good in the world. And it's with that service heart that we talk about. And so the first on my list to recognize tonight is Wayne Lowry. Wayne, would you come forward? Wayne is a Rotarian from Harlingen. He's going to take on a leadership position in the near future. He's also a director of Habitat for Humanity. As we got involved in June of 2017, there was heavy rains, torrential flooding in the Mid-Valley, Upper Valley, and we had a call to action. And it was Wayne, along with other like-minded Rotarians, that responded to the call. Went above and beyond. Not only was he representing Habitat for Humanity, and had the skill sets and the team that could help us to do what he calls the muck and gut. That's removing sheetrock and removing the drywall and the insulation, and getting us to a point where we can collaborate with Samaritan Purse and provide the wherewithal to do the mold mitigation. I've learned so much, and I'm an accountant, but you know, all of a sudden here we go. So Wayne, come over here to my right. And Lady Chanel, would you hand them their stars? This is one of those times where they didn't know it was coming, but we wanted to give you the opportunity, and you can pick any one of these stars as we work down the edge. There you go. And it's our superstar. This is a superstar. A token of our appreciation for all that you do. I worked hand in hand with him endlessly as we continued to look and see and do the assessments as to what was going to be needed for 25,000 resident homes in the Mid-Valley that were impacted by flood. Many of them, most of them, no flood insurance, and to try to get our citizens and our residents back on their feet. And not only did it didn't stop there. One day we were at a restaurant, we were talking about what could we do, what do we need, what are the actual immediate needs assessment, and he stopped for a minute, and as we were just about to partake for a meal, he said, "Do you mind if we pray?" And we did, and he led the prayer. And then with the time, and I called for the check, and I said, "This one's on me." Waiter came up and he said, that check's already been covered. And I was like, "Wayne, how did you do that? I've been sitting here with you, and I don't know how you pulled that off." It didn't happen. There was a table next to us, and I think it's not happenstance. To construction, I think it was a construction and a builder. He saw us pray. He overheard our conversation about how we're going to impact lives by helping people that had been put out of their homes and put under financial stress and all. And he goes, "This one's on me. This is my card. Let us know how we can help." That's a service heart. And that's what you do each and every day in Rotary. Thank you again. And he also volunteered to be the president of the COAD, or the VOAD, and we'll talk about that later. Thank you so much. Still, yeah, we're going to have to fix that. Okay. If I could have Alan Wilson come forward. He's another superstar here. Again, it's the biggest club in our district, and it's the first that received their 100-year anniversary. We'd like you to come up as well. He's undertaken different initiatives, and he had his own goals, and I gave him more goals, and he's seen through all of it. So again, I want to commend you for leading the charge in your club. You've got a great team that supports you, and it's a great area that you're coming from, and we need you there. We need you there. You know, they have an active strategic plan in that club, a succession plan. They have it all organized, and what a wonderful opportunity to visit you and have that all-club luncheon there. Again, with Art's help and the committee, but it couldn't have been done without leadership, and thank you so much for all that you do.
I like how Charnel, she claps like this with the medal. Put the pedal to the metal. Here you go, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Can I get Rogelio Trevino? Are you here tonight? I've seen you all throughout the week. Rogelio, come here from the Laredo Club. You know, as I started to plan my visits, I said, you know what, I need to give each of your clubs an opportunity to acclimate and get the presidents that are taking on that gavel and taking to lead the charge at least a week to get ready before I start my visits. And so I said, I'm going to start second week of July. What did I see on Facebook? He's dressed up in red, white, and blue, and on the 4th of July, he and all the Laredo clubs are having a Rotary family get-together. And I said, if that's how he's starting his year, he's ahead of me. And I want to congratulate you for all the things you have done in Laredo. So congratulations.
One more.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Again, thank you. All right, let's see. We got. Well, wouldn't you know it? Norm Jennings, would you come back up? Norm Jennings from Freer. He's coming. Come on over. He's going to start wearing out the welcome mat here. Norm, come on up. I want you to be recognized as a superstar for all that you and your club has done in that community. It goes without saying.
It's Norman.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Very good. One more.
Yes, sir. Next, I'd like to ask J.D. Craig to come forward. J.D. from our The Kingsville Club. The Kingsville Club. If you'll come forward. When I made the club visit, we talked a little bit. I was going to go through my normal talk, and then he goes, Governor, can you give me a few minutes? I said, sure. And he goes, you want to help me with some recognitions? And that's where I learned about being a polio eradicator. And he got into me for about $400, but it went to a good cause. $400 to wear the little red ribbon that says polio eradicator. After I gave him 10 of them, I gave 10 out, and I said, my goodness, what does it take to get one of these? And all his members were wearing that. He goes, we're going to collect nearly $20,000 this year through our member body alone. And I said, how do I get one? He goes, here, let me give you one right now. Just put it right there, and you owe us $400. How about that? Thank you, Justin. Thank you so much.
You guys are great, man. You guys are great.
Thank you. Awesome.
Very good. It's one. One more.
All right.
Thank you. See you down the line for sure. I know we won't. This isn't the last of JD either. We look forward to coming back and visiting your club again. There's individuals like Scott Bond out of Weslaco that couldn't make it tonight. There's individuals like Hayden Ellis and his wife Clarissa Ellis. Hayden Ellis is the president of Weslaco. Clarissa is the Interact coordinator for their club, and they're just phenomenal. I wish they were here, but they couldn't make it, so they haven't. But Delilah Garcia is here. Can we have Delilah come forward? And Andy Zamaripa, please come forward. We need Stan Petritis and Mike Pierce as well. We'll just get the whole club up here at one time, all together. When we ask for the call to action for disaster aid and helping in the Mid-Valley, everybody shows up. Interact from Matamoros, Rotaract from Matamoros, Interact from our side, Rotaract. A lot of this is done through Facebook, it's through the WhatsApp, it's through all sorts of mediums. But you know, they come out, they have their work boots on, their gloves, and it's not just once and say we did it over the weekend. It's each and every week until we felt like we had a handle on it. The coordination and partnership with the Red Cross, coordination with the Samaritan Purse as well. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Along those same lines, we might as well just bring all the individuals that are here representing the representing McAllen Evening Club. So Alita, would you come forward? Marlon, let's bring all of your people up because again, you were part of that effort as well. Come on up. Don't be bashful. Come on up. Again, it's more of a team recognition, but look at this team. Look at this team. Here we go.
Thank you.
Each and every one.
Oh, sorry, I didn't grab it. We'll get it.
I get to put it down.
Oh, we each.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
Can we kind of?
Yes, we can.
And this is going to have to be a wide shot.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's all move down.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get close. Probably center up. A little bit farther down.
More. No, go ahead. No, to that. Want to get anybody?
There we go.
And even the podium.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here you go, 3. One more.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Good job well done. Thank you. Good evening before the Lord. Looking forward to more. Thank you. Appreciate it. Betcha. Thank you. Thank you.
Want to make sure we're not missing anybody. Is Terry Alarcon here? Terry, did you make it in tonight? I know she was here for the luncheon, but I don't know if she's here now. Okay, that's fine. Again, with her contributions with the Interact clubs throughout Brownsville, couldn't have done it without her. Sal Garza, same thing. I didn't see him here tonight. Sal was a big proponent of the Brownsville Historic Club in getting that spearheaded. Donald Henderson, just as well, same there. We'll share those at the club level at that time. Eddie Bartniski couldn't be with us tonight due to a family death in the family, but we will definitely recognize him later. William Thompson again, not going to be available. So that there's still 3 more people. Very quickly, Deborah Simon, please come forward and be recognized as a superstar in our district for your collaboration with New Mexico, Santa Fe, and ourselves. Bring up Tom Plum and our Mayor Trujillo at the same time, because this is the international family right here. And all that you guys do for water and sanitation, education and literacy, and then going on for maternal and child health. I mean, here it is right here. It's the Rotarians that are amongst us that are doing great things and should be recognized. And in the case where Tom Plum has been involved in his Hands to Honduras for over 21 years. Let's give him a round of applause.
Doing the work that you do. Keep doing the work that you do.
There you go. 1, 2. One more.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Again, if I can ask, let's see, Mike Pierce, and Jackie come forward, because Jackie's our conference chair, and you know this is a year-long planning. And then of course, Mike Pierce with the Treasury Department, he's keeping everything straight as far as the books. So Jackie, Mike, is Dana here as well, and Nancy Ross. Dana and Nancy Ross, are you here? And then Robin as well. Robin, come on up. And Carmela, please come up. Please come up. Thank you. Come on up. We're going to get you a star. Carmela, come on up. And Robin, are you here?
Where's Robin?
Come on up.
Say Robin's phone. Thank you.
Thank you. Elsa has a little something here for them, and I'll let her kind of sort that out as we continue on. But this is our committee, a portion of our committee, if you will, that has made this all possible. You know, through these change-outs after every venue for lunch, and dinner, everything changes, including the theme. You know, we're putting up signs, taking down signs so that the establishment here can get ready for the next venue. So again, this is a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of efforts, but we certainly appreciate all your contributions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Elsa, let's recognize her right now since she's here. Grab a star in the corner here and we'll get that your family photo. Get a star there, girl. Yeah, she was admiring. Oh, those are beautiful. Yeah, okay. Little does she know.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Okay, so we've got stars available, but these are for people that aren't here tonight. We're going to transition. Remember earlier on in Corpus and again here at the All District or Club Luncheon on Friday, I told you we had a little surprise. Well, you know, this has been a phenomenal year for Elsa and I. It's been an unbelievable journey in Rotary, but it wouldn't have been possible without the leadership at the club level. And as you know, for you club presidents, when you went to PETS, they said the most important position in Rotary is the club president. And so Elsa and I, on behalf of us and the district, to support our club presidents, we're going to call you up one by one. Some of them are not here tonight, some couldn't make it. We've made the call down personally. Our 8 assistant governors tried to reach out as well. I would like to ask Kathy Preddy to come forward as well to help us with the distribution. I would invite Art Zeitler, and I would ask that Sue, our Rotary International President's representative, to come forward. I thought it would be very special. And Maxie Hauser, if you'll come up as well. This is going to be very special, so if you'll bear with us. We're going to extend a Paul Harris Fellow to each and every one of our presidents that served this year, 2018, 2019. But they all stand first to be recognized, because without your leadership, this wouldn't be possible. 51 total clubs, when you include the most presidents club, no one will be left behind. Some of our requests were slowed because of the processing and convergence of multiple districts having multiple conferences, but we got the majority of them here. So I'm going to start to call them out. And Kathy, when I say Paul Harris and a Paul Harris certificate, that we kind of figured what that looks like. And then when we get that done, there's going to be some with multiple Paul Harrises, but we're going to call you up one by one. Some people will be here, some people won't. But with that being said, let's go with Alan Wilson first on the chart with that Paul Harris +7. Paul Harris +7. Please congratulate them. I thought it would be very fitting for our foundation representatives and the district and the zone, and now even at the Rotary International level, to congratulate you for a job well done.
You want us to pin everybody? Or
No, I'm just giving it to you for the sake of time. The next we have is Alma Ortiz, and she is a Paul Harris Fellow plus certificate, so we'll just put this to one side. And she's not here tonight, so we'll just keep that in mind. But who is here, Amy Rodriguez with the Laredo Daybreak. Please come forward. She receives her first Paul Harris certificate and a pin. Yes. But we get that's why. What's her third? She's taking off +2. Okay. +2. Let's give her +2. Okay, it is +2. Sorry, that is right. The font size here says 6. I hate that. So I've got progressive. Sorry about that, Amy. Look, she's a multiple Paul Harris recipient. Thank you so much. Next, Rotary Club of Brownsville Sunrise President Andy Hagan, Paul Harris +5. Please come forward. Congratulations, Andy, for a job well done. The year's not over yet, huh? The year's not over yet.
Congratulations. Support. How about
Christine Udini? Is Christine here from Corpus Christi Southside? Christine, please come forward. I didn't see you coming in. I'm so pleased that you made it.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Famous man.
And Christine, you're a Paul Harris plus Paul Harris Fellow, so this is your first. Thank you so much for all the people in the Southside. We had Daniel Gavan, he's not here. We've got Daniel Lopez, and he's not here at the moment. Donald Jerkowski, he's from Victoria, he's not here. And of course, Donald Henderson is not available. Jason Bryant couldn't make it, he had another obligation. There's from the FAR Club, it's Edelmiro Alanis. Edelmiro Alanis couldn't make it. Neither could Elvia Casas and Hayden Ellis, neither one. But Alyssa Atkins is here. Alyssa Atkins, Paul Harris. Paul Harris, come on up. Keep doing what you're doing.
The club's name keeps coming up.
Thank you so much. This is our president. She's also serving at the district level as our polio eradicator in that particular area for Corpus Christi. Crystal Garcia, are you here? I don't believe so. Crystal Garcia. Landon Jennings is not here as well. But I know that Lucia Quintanilla would have been here. She had a leave. Is she here? Excellent. She stayed. Thank you, Thank you so much. Great club, great members. Thank you all. Marco Perez is not here. Is Marco here? Oh, good. Please come on up. Marco Perez is Thank you. I didn't see you. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. And thank you for being here, doing what you're doing. Marco was one of the first in his club with Edinburgh to answer the call after the flooding on June of 2018. $10,000 contributed through the district to be matched by a foundation here in the valley, at which he pumped right with his club, the well, showing that Rotary cares, and it ended up at $350,000 they were given to match. Thank you so much. How about Maria Carrillo? Is Maria Carrillo here? She's with the Rotary Club of Alice. She's not here. Melissa Coop, are you here with Edna? No. I don't believe so. Okay, and then Michael Elgin, he could not make it. Port Lavaca, you can see. But I know Nick Garza. How about Nick Garza from Brownsville? Nick Garza. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Leader in your own right, sir. Thank you so much.
Come here for quick.
He's going to be a famous guy here. Somebody taller than me.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I met with Daniel Kors with the Ingleside Club. He wasn't going to make it, but J. Dean Craig, we saw him earlier from Kingsville. Please come forward for your Paul Harris Club 1. He's actually had the responsibility of president for 2 years. He stood up and answered the call. There's several of our club presidents that did the same thing, so many more than 2. Thank you. Mike Kinsey from Victoria downtown. I don't believe he's here tonight. Nick Strauss, again with Ganado, not here. Bill Peacock, Harlingen. Bill Peacock, multi-generations in Rotary. If you look at Peacock, hey, there's a lot of presidents there, and past presidents in the Peacock family.
He is plus.
I'm sorry, he's a +2. +2, multiple Paul Harris. Thank you, Bill. Job well done, and it's not over yet.
He's the 3rd Peacock president.
The 3rd Peacock president. I think the Barnetskis are trying to catch him though. Let's see. Yeah. You get these family runs for him, you see. Daniela Hughes had another call out. She's our director of the Red Cross out of McAllen. She couldn't be here tonight with McAllen Evening. Rena Castillo with Ed Couch Elsa. I don't believe she's here tonight as well. How about Lucio from Historic Brownsville? She's a Paul Harris first time around. I don't know that she made it. Okay, not a problem. And then Neil Stevenson, again, Victoria, wasn't able to make it. But Norman Jenkins, let's correct that. Norman, come on up. Paul Harris plus 2. Like restore his boots, he's coming up with something time.
Fireman boots on.
Fireman's boots.
Yeah, they're loud.
I just couldn't be proud.
Putting out fires and creating more.
We're going to prison for your awards, right?
Brother Ham. Congratulations, Mom. Paul Stocker with the McAllen Club. I don't believe he's here. Robert Branch from Moranzas Pass. Don't believe he's here. Roberto Diaz. I saw him earlier. Where is he? He's with our Laredo Next Generation, and you ought to see them on fire when they do the road around. Holy mackerel, you're up before 4 in the morning, before sun up, and then they run it all day long. There's an unbelievable impact in the community and visibility. Thank you, Roberto. There you go. Where's Rogelio Trevino? The Laredo Club. Come on, friends, Sarah Paul Harris plus 1. You're going to have to put on your track shoes anyway. Good job, Rogelio. Congratulations. Ellison, note that Rogelio's asking for a job after the past president. You know, there's a job after the past president. It's not the best position in the club because there's district ballot.
Yes.
Congratulations. Next we have Rolando Montevales from San Benito. Rolando, please come forward. Paul Harris plus
1. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Rolando. And then we have Sonata Sanchez with our Rio Grande City. Please come forward. Paul Harris. Paul Harris. Don't fear. Sonata, I saw her earlier today. Maybe not. Okay, no problem. Steve Clarkson, Rockport. I don't believe he's here tonight. And then Terry's not here. Terry Alarcon from Brownsville North Club. And how about Valerie Rivera? I think Laredo Under 7 Flag, she's not here, so we're going to go see her when that time comes. And then we also have with us, and it's still in process, we have Kent Malkeist, if you'll please come forward. Kent from the Port Isabel Club.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then we'll have Kimberly Harrington. If you please come forward for West Corpus Christi. Congratulations. Congratulations. Kimberly, job well done. Thank you so much.
Appreciate your leadership.
Great, thank you so much. Again, on behalf of Elsa, thank you, Elsa, for again sharing this opportunity with us. And we will continue. We've got a lot of Paul Harris fellows to give out. We're going to be seeing them either at the assembly or we'll catch them at the club level. And thank you so much, Rotary International President Sue, Art, and Maxie for your assistance. And now we're coming towards the close of our program, and it's a time that many have been waiting for, where we honor our Rotarian of the Year. And the reason I like showing that video, putting all these props up with all the flamingos, and it says it's a flamingo moment, and you know, you got to think outside the box and do things different. I think I learned from, it was the Laredo Club where they had a Rotarian, almost seems like a Rotarian of the week, but I think it's a Rotarian of the month. And I couldn't really make a decision, a real solid decision on who the Rotarian of the Year should be. But let me just make that announcement now. Rotarian of the Year, it's not going to be the only one. When I was, I was a club president. There were two in our in our year 2000-2001 with Billy Settles. Tonight we're going to celebrate 4 Rotarians of the Year. So look at that little bingo there. The first is Kent Malkis from Port Isabel. Serve as a district governor and then voluntarily come back in as a club president. You know, 81 years young because he had a birthday this month. We just want to recognize you. And I need to get in this picture. Come right here, Elsa. Oh, come on up. Elsa, come on up.
This is working.
A little slow getting up.
That's all right.
Wow.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Over here.
Oh.
Yeah, one more.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Job well done.
Okay.
It's okay. Okay, next but not least. Okay, you've heard me speak about the strategic plan and the Rotary vision and what have you. And of course, the strategic plan includes several components, right? The first being membership. Without membership, no foundation. Without foundation, it's no good work in the world. This one's for membership. And I'd like to have our Lieutenant Governor of Membership, Luis Cavazos, come forward. On behalf of our district, for serving now 5, and going to serve under Elsa as well as our Lieutenant Governor of Membership. He's passionate about it, and we need to keep that fire going and keep us in the green. So it's everybody's responsibility.
How many years he served in?
4 years now, going on 5. 4 years now, going on 5 as Lieutenant Governor of Membership.
One more.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Please, it should be that we've got the student. I think it's a top. Yeah, let me do this. I'll get it later. Okay. Yeah, we can figure it out. I need the let's go with the Okay. Once you have membership, you got the foundation working, it's like that wheels on a roll. You know, how can we do it without telling the Rotary story? So for that, I'd like to have Alita Reyes come forward for your...
One more. Oh, here.
Excellent. Great job. I guarantee that'll be on Facebook. Okay. And one who has demonstrated day after day, week after week, actually, working towards coalition, connections, working with Woodsboro ISD, working with the food nutrition and food security, and then moving on from there, and helping us with writing the grants so that we can actually secure the money from other districts through their disaster relief funds and what have you. Elaine Hernandez, please come forward. Elaine Hernandez. Two Rotarians over here in the same club. Two Rotarians out of the Gallery Evening Club.
What are you doing?
That's lovely. It's not what I did, it's what you do. You keep on doing it. Come right over here.
Yes, sir. Right over here. Thank you. This is amazing.
Okay, here we go. One more. Smile.
Thank you so much.
I would like to thank Andy as one of the kindest and generous humanitarians that I have ever worked with. Thank you, Andy. We do have some more work left over from our hunger summit. So let me just ask quickly. Let's get these three. Yes?
Yes, okay. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
One more time.
We have been recognizing a lot of school districts, so a lot of clubs here are responsible for taking back some Inspiration Award plaques to their local school districts. So we'll be getting those to you to deliver. But tonight we wanted to recognize three very special people here. First of all, our hands to Honduras, the District 4250, and
yeah, with Honduras. It's
Yeah,
our
Honduras.
Tom.
With Tom.
Bring your
Where's Tom?
guest up here.
Where's Tom?
Bring your
Get
guest.
up here,
Come on
Tom.
up. And our mayor from Trujillo, come on
And
up.
the mayor from Trujillo.
Come on up, Hector.
I did visit Tom down in Honduras years ago, and I just wanted to check out that he really was working, and he was the hardest working person. So this is the Inspiration Award to the two of you from our district to your district. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Good work. Keep it. Ready? One more.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So this district's not here?
Yes.
And do we have our friends? Well, we do want to recognize District 4130 also for their commitment to addressing hunger. And they're not here tonight, but you'll be delivering.
Seeing them, and we'll get it. Enrique Maladin, you just remind me, we're going to make a contact with Ramiro de la Garza, our district governor-elect, who will be online starting next year.
Tonight we had such a remarkable presentation on Guatemala. It did bring tears to our table over there in our Rotary Club. Deborah, Simon, for your just beautiful work in humanitarian service in Guatemala and your commitment to end hunger in Guatemala.
It's the Inspirational Service Award. Bless you.
Thank you. Okay.
One more. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
And one last but not least, right there. This, the one. I'll take one. As the District International Services Chair, the DISC, I've been involved with a Rotary Art Olympiad, which involved, it started in India, and we had students here from South Texas, England, Argentina, Hungary, Australia, and India participate in this Olympiad. Tonight we'd like to present it to our RI
Yes, all right, Representative Sue, would you like to come forward, please? Story that we received here.
So we received 100 pieces of art, but we'd like to present this beautiful piece of art. We are now going to be asked to put this art up in schools and in libraries here in South Texas, and we get to keep all 100 pieces of art, but we wanted to share this one. Isn't that lovely?
It's lovely. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
One more.
Yes.
Thank you.
But I would like to ask also, I brought the dissertation on Rotary leadership because we want you to go back and tell Rotary International that Rotary International needs to do an international study on leadership so that that can be embedded in the academic literature on leadership. We're so proud of, oh, somebody brought it up. So here it is. Take that home.
Thank you. It's a light reading on the plane.
Light reading on the plane.
There you
Thank
go.
you
Thank
so
you, and then
much.
don't forget you.
I won't.
So Sue, if I can have you come back to center one more time, Sue. And I'd like Art one more time, Sue, Art, and Maxie, right here at center. Again, it's just amazing how things seem to just come together at the last minute. But I received a parcel in the mail, opened it up, and found out that we have a new major donor +2. And I bet she doesn't know it, but Betty Franklin, would you please come forward and be recognized? Betty Franklin. Major donor +2.
Sue, receives a pin and a crystal for your generous contribution. Yes, I got to show everybody. Hard work. Congratulations, we're so proud of you. We say the essence of living is giving, and is demonstrated here, and the dollars that are contributed are actually invested in our foundation to enable Rotarians worldwide to commit and to do the projects that they're meant to be and meant to do. I'm going to give Sue an opportunity here in just a moment to say some closing remarks, and then we'll conclude this particular segment of our conference. And I just want to remind you that tomorrow we're going to have a celebration of life, which is customary in our district. It'll be held at the La Jacaranda in the plaza. It's the second floor of the Las Palmas. For those of you that have had lost a loved one, you know, Rotary's a family. Whether it's a Rotarian or a family member, we invite you to come in at 9 o'clock, dressed as casual. We'll have a very, very, I think, inspirational ceremony for the people that have left us. And although they're not physically here, their spirit lives on. So again, we invite you to join us at 9 o'clock at La Jacaranda La Plaza, the second story of Las Palmas, and it'll be over by 10. We're going to have the cadets from MMA to come in as a color guard, because some of the Rotarians that we lost were services in the military, you know, again, needs to be commended, and then others as well. So again, thank you, and now I would like to turn the podium to Sue.
Wow. What a weekend. Congratulations to all the award recipients and to all of the generosity that all of you have given to the Rotary Foundation, and special recognition, of course, to Andy and Elsa for their generosity and what they did for their cousins. You know, Bruce and I have had the great fortune to attend a lot of different Rotary events over the years. Some as just conference attendees, some as speakers. But the sheer energy, the love, the commitment that this district has to its fellow mankind and to their communities, I have never felt that energy anywhere ever in the Rotary world. So that I commend all of you. So many new Rotary friends, people who I really feel like are like family, and I hate to single people out, but there are people in this room who just touched my heart so much. Lionel, Kayla, Maxie, Art, and of course our friends from our neighboring district and fellow public image people, Eric and Sandra, Alita, Marlon, and the list can just go on and on and on. And I will forever be grateful to Rotary International President Barry and his aide, John Smarge, for having that crystal ball that told them that this is where they needed to send PDGs to Bolton. Because the connections I made this weekend, and all weekend long, things happened where they were just incredible aha moments. And times where I really felt like you guys have been a part of my life since I became a Rotarian some 20-some-odd years ago. So for that feeling of joy and positive energy, I thank all of you. Because, you know, I started off the weekend kind of saying that the whole theme of being the inspiration, to me, is a two-way street. Because we have to be inspiring, but we also have to be inspired. And you guys inspire me in so many ways. I have to also thank my husband, Bruce, who's always by my side and cheers me on. So thank you. I'm so excited for what the future holds for this district, because we were inspired this year, and I know next year, as Ellison goes forward with his team and connects the world to this district, you will just continue to grow and prosper and touch people and help people, because that is the fabric of all of your beings. That's just how you guys roll. So So I know I'm always going to hear about great stories and great things that you're doing in this district. I found that, so Governor Andy had selected for my wonderful aide, my classmate here, Deb Hyde, and you know, every day, virtually pretty much every hour, we found one more thing that we had in common. So this too was an incredible plan that was laid before us. Our latest find is that we both like Dachshund dogs. So, you know, she has Dachshunds, I have Dachshunds. So it's just been an incredible journey. There is not a thing that I could have wanted for or needed because she was always 5 steps ahead of me. I will tell you, and this I have to get through, and I can't look in your direction because I'll cry, so I'll look over here and Eric will make me laugh. My biggest regret is going to be that I can't be here tomorrow because I had somewhat of a tragedy happen in my own life yesterday. But tomorrow we will celebrate life, and I feel like I knew Deb's husband, Joe, from the stories and the things that I heard about him this weekend. And my biggest regret is that I won't be here tomorrow to be for that celebration. So, love you. Wow. And then there was the incredible good fortune I had of being able to come here to meet Andy and Elsa. When you talk about people who give time, talent, and treasure to Rotary, to their community, when I see the love and admiration that they have for their family and how their family supports them and what they do, it touches my heart more than I can say. So I would like Andy and Elsa, and Bruce, if you could put your little phone down from filming and come over too. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your life and your district. And I wish you guys the world of happiness. I congratulate you on your inspirational leadership and everything that you accomplished this whole Rotary year. And as a past district governor, my guess is that tradition will probably continue. I don't see that faucet shutting off. And I encourage all of you to be the inspiration, to follow your heart. Find the passion that makes your Rotary mojo flow. Own it, have fun with it, and go do good in the world. A very small token of my appreciation to you guys. And I'd like you to open it because it ended up being the most appropriate thing, I think. Maybe you won't, but I saw it and really thought of you guys.
Oh my gosh, well, you know I'm not very patient.
And I actually got it here all the way from Connecticut without it breaking, I think, so that was a miracle too.
Hey.
Very small value.
On a very small thing with very small luggage overhead.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That bag's from the dollar store. You can tear it apart.
Oh, wow. So
He's signed.
please add to the driftwood.
Thank you. Let me do one photo together, please.
Okay, in the middle, Sue. We want to take that picture. Let's get the garbage out of the way.
I'll make 2 requests and then we're going to ring the bell. 1 for those Rotarians of the Year. Our 4 Rotarians of the Year, if you'll meet us up front so we can take pictures. And then we'd like to capture the moment with all of our presents one more time up in front. And with that, we'll say good night. Enjoy the rest of the remainder of your weekend.